Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 2nd. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I forgot which week, but let's see what's going on for you this week. And Sagittarius, I love this. You have this new life card here. So some sort of new life. I don't really take pop outs, but that Nine of Pentacles wanted to come out. So we will take it along with that Six of Wands. But let's keep this going. You show up as your center card as Temperance, which is nice. So, showing up as your center card can put you in a position of power and strength. And you're showing up as your minor or your major arcana card as well. So that really puts you in a position of power and strength this week. But I feel like saying things are going to get wild. You have this eagle spirit, says spirit has your back. I feel like saying you're never going to look back is really the message that's popping into my head. Again, I read intuitively. I don't just use card meanings. I also use whatever's popping into my head. And it's popping into my head as you're never going to look back. So yeah, I feel like things get wild here, or are getting wild in your life, like in such a good way. And I feel like you're never going to look back again on the past. So you start off with this new life card here. Definitely some sort of new life coming in for you here. It's almost like you're being birthed. I've never even noticed this on this card. There is like an egg that she is coming out of. I don't know if it's going to show up on this camera here, Sagittarius. Let's see if I can use my this to get it to focus on the card. Probably not. But anyway, whatever. She's popping out of an egg. That's all that matters. I feel like you're being birthed into a new life. You have the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Major wish. Here's my thing about nines. I have certain cards that I consider clue cards. The Nine of Pentacles is one of those clue cards. Again, this is not like traditional tarot or anything like that. I just use the Nine of Pentacles as a clue for a potential new beginning coming in. And you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. When I have two nines, to me that is definitely a new beginning. Again, a lot of people say the tens are endings, but the Tibetan Buddhists consider 9 to be the ending, and they consider 10 to be 1. So they consider tens to be new beginning. They consider it to be the actual new beginning. They consider the nines to be kind of like the death, if that makes sense. And that's kind of what's popping into my head for you. That's why I'm saying this. And you do have the Tower here. As I always say, I actually personally like the Tower. To me, it can represent a forced ending. It can represent a difficult ending, but to me, the Tower is necessary. It's part of the Fool's journey, number one. Number two, it doesn't have to be that bad. It can be a revelation. It can be a move, just some sort of change. But I feel like there's a major successful new beginning coming in for you. Six of Wands, a lot of attention, a lot of success coming in for you here as well. I really feel like this is saying that you are kind of getting to this place where you are very comfortable on your own. Again, it's really weird. There's like pretty much no love showing up here. That doesn't mean you won't have love or you won't find love or anything like that, Sagittarius. But I just do, my readings are just whatever comes up, whatever spirit wants you to know. And, there's really nothing about love here. Again, that doesn't mean you don't have love or you haven't been dealing with love or anything like that. But I do feel like this is more a focus on you and your own life. And I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming in here with this first row. You have this wolf card here, and it says, let go of that which does not serve your highest good. I do feel like this could be a challenge for you in general. I'm cheating a little bit, Sagittarius, because even just knowing your astrology, Sagittarius, I talk about this pretty much every night in your daily reading. There's a lot of stuff in your astrology that, to me, could represent, releasing people from the past, moving away from people, doing things that go against other people's wishes. That also shows up in your astrology as well, as far as I'm concerned, and it shows up in your readings all the time. And so what does that mean? It means that you are deciding to live your own life. Again, you have this eagle energy. Eagles always get chased by crows, basically. I live on a river, and there are a bunch of eagles that live here, and they're usually here during the winter as well. And but they're always getting chased by the smaller birds. The smaller birds are chasing them away. So in a lot of ways, I feel like that's your overall energy, by the way. And I feel like that you could have a bunch of small birds in your life. These could be, family members. They could be just people in your life, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, right? So I feel in a lot of ways that you are choosing yourself here in this reading, Sagittarius, and that's what I feel you should be doing, is not worrying about the small little birds. You're the eagle at this time. You have the Tower. Temperance card and the Knight of Swords. Again, I do feel like this is saying don't rush to anger. Mars retrograde. Mars is still retrograde. And when Mars is retrograde, again, we can't, we can't choose our family, right? So in a lot of ways, it's like if you want to still have your family together, or if you still want to talk to people who are important to you, it's like you might just have to bite your lip, I feel, in this middle row. It's definitely popping into my head. It's like, again, you might have like parents or something like that don't want you to make some sort of change. Maybe you're thinking about like dropping out of college, or maybe you're thinking about starting a business. And whenever we have these major changes in life, there's always going to be people who have something to say about it, right? And I feel like this is saying you need to choose who to listen to and who not to listen to. That's going to be very important. I almost feel like this Tower moment could be avoided as well. So I feel like this is just saying no rushing to anger. Use your Sagittarius temperance energy to be patient with people and just allow them to have their own beliefs. And trust me, I feel like it is the hardest thing to do. It took me, I don't know, I'm 32, so it took me 32 years to figure out how to not listen to other people. So it took me forever, right? And what I would say to you here is I feel like this is saying don't worry about what other people say about you, what their opinions are, or any of that. It's like I feel like you are living your own life. You are the eagle. You are the person who is kind of in control at this time. For others, I do feel like this could be a move, by the way. Knight of Swords, Tower. It doesn't have to be that dramatic. It could just be a move. I also feel like saying things are going to get wild. I put that Wolf card down, and it popped into my head as like things getting wild, or things are going to get wild. I feel like this is a good thing. It's like I feel like I'm speeding up my speech right now. So let's slow it down. But I feel like things are going to be speeding up very, very quickly for you in your life, like anything you want. This could be love, could be business, whatever it is that you're hoping for. I feel like things are going to be kind of a little bit crazy, but in a good way. It's like you're going to be very busy. I feel like you're going to have a lot to do with that wolf energy. You have this release card here. Again, it kind of looks like fall. We're getting into the fall period of time. I do feel like you could just be releasing things that no longer serve you. Again, like I said, if you have family members who don't agree with things you're doing in your life, you might have to put up boundaries. You might have to tell those people like, hey, this is my life, or whatever. But again, there's no reason to totally remove these people from your life. Obviously, if it's like family members, it's like you probably want to still have a family. So I would say that maybe you need to set up some boundaries here with the release card. You have the Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, and the Fool. Some sort of major new beginning. This has come up for all three fire signs this week. I feel like you could be taking a major leap of faith with this Fool card, and I do feel there will be a lot of success because of that leap of faith that you will be taking. This is probably something that you have learned with the Hierophant. So for some of you, it could be school. Like maybe you went to school, maybe you learned something, and you could be taking a leap of faith. I am getting kind of a boring message that some of you could just be getting a job based off of something that actually has to do with your degree. So it's like maybe you have been struggling to get a job that relates to your degree, and I feel like you could be doing that here. Again, the Hierophant is the expectations of family. The Hierophant is a card of like traditions and things like that. So I do feel like some of you could still be holding on to some traditions with this Four of Pentacles, but you have the Fool. It's like you're taking a leap of faith away from things that your family believes. And again, this is not a bad thing, and it doesn't have to be either. This is a good thing, is what I would say to you. Like I keep saying, every single night, if you're watching my channel, then you're probably one of those people who is supposed to be leading by example. To me, like all the readings I do, they all basically talk about Neptune and Pisces. It's no surprise. I mean, like literally, I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I was talking about having a potential pandemic before, like 2 years before this even happened, because of Neptune and Pisces. But the other side of Neptune and Pisces is that we are breaking away from long-held beliefs, Hierophant energy, traditional conformity type energy. So it's not just Saturn and Capricorn, which is also like the breakdown of structure and things like that. With Neptune and Pisces, the Hierophant energy here, they're not. The Hierophant is not Neptune and Pisces, but I'm just saying if there was a card that could represent Neptune and Pisces, it would be the Hierophant energy. It's like that traditional beliefs or long-held beliefs, but it's the breakdown of those beliefs, and we really need to be examples at this time. So I feel like if you're watching this video, that you could be, if you're still watching, if you haven't clicked off yet, I feel like you need to be an example for other people in your life. And again, this might mean doing things that are uncomfortable, like starting a business when your family's like, oh, that's risky, or blah, blah, blah. You might need to just plug your ears when they say that. But being an example will raise the vibration of everybody around you, and then they'll do it. And so, this is why I preach this stuff. It basically is because I feel like literally, if we want to fix the world, this is what we have to do. The people who are smart enough to know that they have to be an example for other people, if you do it, then you'll be helping, people improve their lives in your life, like your family and things like that. But again, the problem with Neptune and Pisces is the long-held beliefs. It's like you're going to be bumping up against the challenge of, your family. You're going to be bumping up against the challenge of, what society tells you to do and all this other stuff. So, like I said, this is kind of like a big picture reading for you. But again, you're the leader with the eagle energy, so I feel like you need to step into that energy. But let's see what we have for you here, Sagittarius. Between the Ace of Pentacles and the Tower, you have the Jack of Clubs here. Jack of Clubs just says don't beat yourself up over the past. Maybe you feel like maybe you quit a job and you feel bad about it. Maybe you feel like quitting a job and you're worried that you'll feel bad about it. I would just do it, is what I'd say with that energy. Between the Six of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Temperance card, you have the Eight of Hearts. This is called the Moon. The Eight of Hearts represents your romantic fantasies in life. It represents not just love fantasies, but also your dreams that you have for your life as well. And again, I feel like it is your duty, if you are watching this video, to live your dreams at this time, or to create something that you have been dreaming of creating with that Eight of Hearts. So I really feel like you need to get moving on something here. It's called the Moon. It's a very good card, but again, it says you need to ground something in reality. You need to bring something down to earth. Between the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Swords, you have the Four of Spades. It's a card of recovery. So some of you, again, no rushing to anger or anything like that with that Knight of Swords. I would just try to slow things down. Like I said, I feel like things are getting wild, like I said, in your life, but I feel like this is a good thing. Between the Tower and the Hierophant, you have the Two of Diamonds. Perfect match coming in for you. So there could be a perfect match in love. Could be a surprise with that Tower card. It could be a Scorpio. Could be, any sign. This is just a general reading. Scorpio does stand out to me there, though. So could also be a Taurus coming in for you here with the Hierophant. But the Two of Diamonds is a perfect match. For others, that is a settlement. So, and that just popped into my head at the end there. So I do feel like some of you, this could be like a financial settlement or like a legal settlement, something like that. Between the Temperance card and the Four of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Spades. This is called the ship. It's like a boat on, or it's called the boat. It's like a boat on the ocean, and it represents going from one place to another. And with the Tower here, it could just represent a move. So I feel like for some of you, this could just be a move, or it could represent you moving. Between the Knight of Swords and the Fool, you have the Queen of Spades. I feel for some of you, I feel like this is someone who's taking a risk on you, or who will be taking a risk on you. So for some of you, this could be new love rushing in. Again, I didn't really see love, but this is why I clarify with the Lenormand, because it always gives me more details. But I do feel like this could be someone coming in who's like taking a leap of faith towards you here. Like, I almost feel like they feel like they're losing you, but I feel like this is a new person. So it's like, it's not someone you've ever been with. It's almost like someone sees that they only have one shot. And I feel like they're going to shoot their shot, plain and simple, with this energy. It's like they're rushing in. I feel like they see you as their wish fulfillment. This could also be you as well, Sagittarius. You could be the one that sees a person as your wish fulfillment. You could be making the move. Top row outcome, you have the Four of Hearts. This is like true love coming in. So again, marriage material here if you are looking for love. For others, the Four of Hearts is a card of patience. So again, if you are in this process of, kind of becoming an example for other people in your life, then, it's a process. It's going to take time. Four of Hearts, just a card of patience outside of love. And, I feel like you're just being patient. In your middle row, Ace of Clubs, marriage. Look at all the love cards come out now. Ace of Clubs is called the Ring, and it represents marriage. So some of you could be meeting someone who you will be marrying. This could be someone at a distance as well with the Ten of Spades. Also, the Tower could require a move or something like that. In your bottom row outcome, you have the Ace of Hearts, the Gentleman. The Ace of Hearts is your true love. And it definitely could be at a distance as well here in this middle row, or in this first diagonal that you have in the Lenormand. So that is amazing. This is a pretty powerful reading. Like I said, I'm wondering, part of me feels that the reason the Lenormand spread is very focused on love is because, like I said, I keep getting this message that things are getting wild, or things are going to get wild in your life. And I feel like this is saying you just have a lot going on. So maybe you're trying to like create your own life with the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Maybe you're trying to manifest things that you truly desire in your life. And then on top of all that, you're like dealing with love. So it kind of looks like you're dealing with a little bit of everything this week. You could be very busy. Things could be wild this week. But this is one heck of a reading. I love this. So this is very good for you here, Sagittarius. So yeah, so thank you for watching and definitely enjoy your week.